Hello and welcome. My name is Alan and we are back with more members of the 119th Congress. And I'm doing my antibiotics at the same time here, so don't mind if you see me doing this kind of stuff. But before we do that, I do want to go ahead and remind you, if you want to go ahead and donate to the channel to help me and or the channel grow, just support us in general, I do have two ways you can do that. I have a Patreon account, which is a month-to-month donation system. And then I have a Ko-fi account, which can do much the same, but also allows you to make single one-time donations. If you are in financial trouble or financial distress, please do not donate. Take care of what you need to take care of first. Toughen up on everybody with the idiots in charge as it is. But if you can afford it and you wish to, thank you. I do appreciate it. It's me, myself, and I do all the research, the filming, the editing, the posting, all that good stuff. And I've personally sworn off doing commercials as a personal choice, and I get no money from the actual videos as of yet. With that said, let's go ahead and jump into the actual bulk of this video here. Today, we are looking at Representative Thomas Massie, who is technically a Republican and is the representative for the 4th District of Kentucky, which is on the northern end of the eastern half of Kentucky, bordering on Ohio. I don't know if it also borders on Indiana some as well. And before he took office, he was preceded in office by Jeff Davis. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at who Thomas Massie is as an individual. He was born in Huntington, West Virginia on January 13th, 1971. Graduated from Lewis County High School in Vanceburg, Kentucky. Earned an SB from Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, in Cambridge, Massachusetts in 1993. Earned an SM from Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, at Cambridge, Massachusetts in 1996. Has been a business owner, a farmer, a judge executive for Lewis County, Kentucky, 2010 to 2012, before being elected simultaneously as a Republican to the 112th and the 113th Congresses by special election to fill the vacancy caused by the resignation of U.S. Representative Jeff Davis, and re-elected to the 6 following Congresses. So he's technically serving his 8th term, 8th Congress. Now, let's go ahead and look at the committees he is on. He is on the Committee on the Judiciary, of which he's on the Subcommittee on Courts, Intellectual Property, Artificial Intelligence, and the Internet, and a subcommittee on the Constitution and Limited Government. He's on the Committee on Transportation and Infrastructure, of which he is on the Subcommittee on Aviation, the Subcommittee on Highways and Transit, and the Subcommittee on Water Resources and Environment. Now let's go ahead and look at his top 5 individual donors and contributors over the last election cycle. At the top, number 1, we have Susquehanna International Group, and they are an American privately held trading and technology firm founded in 1987 by a group of college friends, including Jeff Yass, Arthur Donchik, and it is headquartered in Sinwood, Pennsylvania. It comprises a number of affiliated entities specializing in trading in proprietary investments in equities, fixed income, energy, commodity, index and derivative products, private equity, and venture capital, prediction markets, research, customer trading, and institutional sales. It is a specialist or designated primary market maker in approximately 3,600 equity options and 45 index options on the CBOE, the Amex, PHLX, and ISE, including equities such as Google, Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan Chase, GE, PepsiCo, and Microsoft, and indices such as NASDAQ and the Russell 2000 options. Employs more than 3,000 people in offices in North America, New York City, Chicago, San Francisco, Philadelphia, Boston, Stanford, Australia, in Sydney, Europe, in Dublin and London, and Asia in Shanghai, Beijing, Hong Kong, and Tokyo. Altogether, it has donated $13,200. And once again, that's Susquehanna International Group. Next, at number 2, we have Morningstar Company. And there are 3 I found that are named Morningstar, and the differences we have is one is a producer and processor of tomatoes, as well as other things that it's spread its wings out under, and is headquartered in California. The second is, what did they do? Investor. Yeah, it says it's an investor. So equities and junk like that. And they're based in Chicago, Illinois. And the last is based in Newtown, Pennsylvania, but was a producer and supplier of solar panels and solar panel controllers. But the one that I was able to find the extra information on was the first one, based out of California, the tomato company. And they are a company based in Woodland, California, agribusiness and food processing company founded in 1970 that was originally founded as a trucking outfit by Chris Roofer, who remains the sole owner. It processes about 40% of the California processing tomato production and supplies a significant portion of the U.S. industrial tomato paste and diced tomato markets. It processes about 5 million tons of tomatoes each year, and its factories are capable of producing over 3,000 tons of tomatoes per hour. It has approximately 550 full-time employees and over 2,500 seasonal workers during harvest season. The company's revenue exceeds $1 billion per year, and as of October 2023, it is the global market leader in tomato processing, supplying approximately 10% of the world's ingredient tomato products. It is a vertically integrated company with affiliates producing and transplanting tomato seedlings, harvesting tomatoes, and delivering them to processing factories. It has attracted attention for its philosophy of no supervisory management, a holacracy described by owner and founder Chris Rufer as mission-focused self-management. Workers are encouraged to innovate independently, define job responsibilities themselves, and even make equipment purchasing decisions in consultation with experts. Similarly, the compensation is based on peer evaluations. In 2013, Morningstar was listed as one of the INC magazine's audacious companies. So it sounds pretty good. I mean, it's a very peer focused company as far as being run. Altogether, it has donated $13,200, and once again, that's Morningstar Company. Next, at number 3, we have TA Associates, and they're also known as TA Associates Management LP, and they are an American private equity firm that was one of the early modern era private equity firms in the U.S. and leads buyouts and minority recapitalizations of profitable growth companies. It invests across 5 industry groups: technology, healthcare, consumer products, financial services, and business services. It has raised $47.5 billion of capital since its inception, and since its founding, it has invested more than 500 in more than 560 companies, and been ranked among the 50 largest private equity firms, ranked 27 in 2022 globally. It is headquartered in Boston, Massachusetts, with additional offices in Menlo Park, Austin, London, Mumbai, and Hong Kong. As of July 2022, it had more than 110 investment professionals. And in June 2024, it was ranked 19th in Private Equity International's PEI 300 ranking among the world's largest private equity firms. On March the 26th, 2025, it was named Mid-Market Firm of the Year in the Americas by Private Equity International. Altogether, it has donated $13,200, and once again, that's TA Associates. Next, at number 4, we have Masimo Corporation, and they are an American health technology and consumer electronics company headquartered in Irvine, California, that develops patient monitoring devices, non-invasive sensors, and related software platforms used in hospital and home settings. Masimo has also operated in a consumer audio and wearable device markets. In 2026, Danaher Corporation agreed to acquire the company for $10 billion. And it was founded in 1989. Altogether, it has donated $10,600, and once again, that's Massimo Corporation. Finally, in fifth, we have the National Auto Dealers Association, and they are an American trade association representing nearly 16,500 franchised new car and truck dealerships, both domestic and foreign, and was established in 1917 and is based in Tysons Corner, Virginia. As the automotive retail industry's primary trade association, it monitors federal legislation and regulation affecting dealerships and publishes forecasts and reports about industry trends. American Truck Dealers, established in 1970, is a division of the National Automobile Dealers Association, representing nearly 1,800 heavy and medium-duty truck dealerships throughout the United States. Altogether, it has donated $10,000, and once again, that's the National Auto Dealers Association. Now, let's go ahead and look at his top 5 industry donors and contributors over the last election cycle. At the top, number 1, we have retired, who altogether have donated $185,778. Next at number 2 is Republican conservative groups, who altogether have donated $65,240. Next at number 3 is attorneys and law firms, who altogether have donated $32,933. Next at number 4 is security brokers and investment companies, who altogether have donated $28,500. And in fifth, we have venture capital, who altogether have donated $26,650. Now, let's go ahead and look at his donors at a glance. Individually, Susquehanna International Group. I'm not big on these private equity investment firms. Boo! Suck. Morningstar Company. Okay, good. TA Associates. What were they? Medical company investors. They're still a private equity firm mainly. Boo! Suck. Maximo Corporation. They're the one that was mainly healthcare, I think. Yeah, monitoring devices, not invasive. Fine. Okay. And National Auto Dealers Association. Fine. Okay. Not great, but a decent start. Industry-wise, retired, great. Absolutely wonderful. Republican conservative groups. Boo! Fucking sucks. Attorneys and law firms. Ooh. Security brokers and investment companies. Boo! Fucking sucks. Venture capital. Boo! Fucking sucks. Yeah. Industry does hurt you. You do okay individually. Not great though. I'm going to give you that old side eye. I almost wanted to give you they suck ass, but I went ahead and bumped you up to that old side eye. Yeah. You're clearly intelligent. You got 2 degrees from MIT, but yeah, you're still more or less a Republican. But this has been a look at Representative Thomas Massie, who is the representative for the 4th District. of Kentucky. As always, educate thyself. Think, read, study, learn. Someone tells you something you have trouble believing. Ask them to cite their sources, and it can't be a bunch of tinfoil hat wearing sources or anecdotes thrown together to try to make sources. I'll be putting my links and sources in the description box below the video. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, later.